Charlotte West, thank you for joining me live in Dallas, Texas on the Velder Beebe Show. Hopefully you're having a great day.
I am, and thank you so much for having me.
Well, I want my audience to know that Charlotte West is the VP of Surest, and she's here to talk something that we all need to know, healthcare cost. Sure. Let's get into that, Charlotte, because when it comes to rising costs, why is choosing the right health plan more important than ever?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Healthcare costs are incredibly high right now and growing. And healthcare and health insurance can be really confusing for people. So, finding affordable, easy to understand coverage has become a top priority for so many Americans. And as we get closer to the fall, when many people select the coverage for the next year, it's really important to take the time to understand your options. This is especially important now because many employers are starting to offer multiple health plan choices to their employees. And they're doing that because one size doesn't necessarily fit all. People have different health conditions, they take different prescription drugs, they might want access to different doctors or hospitals. And ultimately they have different budgets too. So reviewing those plan options will help you choose the plan that best meets your individual needs and helps you really get the most out of the benefits that your employer offers to you.
Talking about options, tell me some of those standout options that you may want to highlight for the chooser or the consumer to know about.
Yeah, there's actually now a range of new health insurance options available in the market. And these new plans aim to do a few important things. They are really designed to have a simple, easy to use member experience. They offer more transparency and cost, which is more important than ever. And many offer a broad choice of providers as well. The Surest plan from United Healthcare is a good example of one of these plans. It's designed to make health insurance ultimately more affordable and more transparent. There are no deductibles, there's no coinsurance. Instead, the Surest plan has copays or price tags that people can see in advance. And with Surest, copays are actually lower for providers who have track records of efficient, cost effective care. So this means that people enrolled in a Surest plan can compare their options ahead of time and make the choice that's right for them.
Each year, when you get together and choose your plan, it's like pin the tail on a donkey. I hopefully it's gotten better. And what I mean by that is the chooser, they're not very educated. They're educated on a broad scale. We're going to do plan selection on this day, you be in this room, that type of thing. How do they really get the understand choosing a plan, not a specific plan, but how are they educated to be as smart as they are in their position that they hold in their company?
Right, exactly. I mean, it's really hard to be an expert in all these things that are just so common within health insurance. There's so many confusing terms. So I would encourage people to consider a couple things. First of all, look for a familiar digital experience. These health plans actually now do have digital tools, an app, a website that should look and feel like booking a trip or might feel like shopping or banking online. It should be that easy. Second, I would encourage people to look for plans that offer clear upfront prices and a simple benefit design. That simplicity allows people to better understand in very simple terms, not the expert clinical terms, but just in regular, simple terms, what's covered, and then see ahead of time what the care they're going to need is going to cost them. And lastly, I would encourage people to look closely at that provider networks. So the network of doctors and hospitals, that is so critically important because they need to make sure that if there are certain doctors or hospitals that are important to them, they should check in advance to make sure they're part of that provider network.
That's all good advice. That really is. I want to thank you so much. I want to let my audience know I see your questions, but I've run out of time, so I can't take all your questions. Where can they, Charlotte, where can they go online and get more information? Because the listeners have more questions.
Yeah, I would encourage people to go to surest.com to learn more about that new plan I described. And I would also encourage them to ask their employer. I know it's still summertime, but ask their employer about the health plan options that are going to be available this coming enrollment season and start to check them out now.
Charlotte, I want to thank you so very much for that clear, concise information. Every little bit helps, and you've helped a lot. Have a great morning.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBeebeShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/ValderBeebeShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.